Hi, welcome. If you're joining me, you're probably joining me today because you want to learn how to help your nervous system feel better, especially if you're dealing with a lot of stress and trauma, perhaps, and tension. All of that kind of stress and tension, overwhelming experiences of life have a way of kind of keeping our nervous system hostage. And so, what I want to show you is a series of what I call emotional acupuncture, series of points that comes from ancient Chinese acupuncture practice and tradition, and combine it with modern psychology, paired it up with that. And it's a practice that you can do within a matter of a couple of minutes every day throughout the day to help you to release some of this tension, the pent up energy that the body can hold on to as a result of chronic stress and trauma. So it's a practice that actually helps you to discharge some of that energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The sequence of points is what I want to show you first. I'm going to show you the second round, and the second round is going to be the verbal cues that you can use to pair up with the tapping practice that will help you to make this practice exponentially more powerful. So the first is take your left hand and we tap the left side first. So here in between the 2 points, there's a fleshy part, and you want to tap just using a few of your fingertips. Tap it 7 times or so, 7 to 10 times, no big deal. Then you switch it over and you go to the opposite side. So then you come into this part of your eyebrow, so you tap that out about 7 to 10 times, and then you go to the opposite side. Okay, then you go to the corner of the eye, right here where the bony part is. You'll tap that. And keep breathing here as you do that. Breathing in your normal breath. And then you go to under the eye here, there's a bony part, so you'll tap that on the left side, and then the right side. Then we come under the nose right over here, tap that out. Then in the chin crease, right around the bone, so I usually lift up my lip here for a little bit. Then you come into the collarbone. The head of your collarbone is like right here. So you'll tap right under that. There's a little fleshy part, so tap there. And then opposite side. Then you come under the armpit. Right here is the rib cage, and so tap there for a moment, and then tap it out. And keep breathing here as you do this. Then the last, this one is under the breastbone right here. Then you go to the opposite side. Then the last one is on the crown of your head using all 10 fingers, and you tap it out. And that's it. That's the sequence. Those are the points. So next, I'm going to show you the second round that pairs up the verbal cues. Now, the verbal cues is really important to keep in mind. You're going to notice a pattern in the verbal cues. The verbal cues are designed to help the nervous system transition to a better state. Okay, so you're actually sending messages to your nervous system, to your psyche, to your unconscious, to your subconscious, and you're actually reprogramming. That's really what you're doing with the verbal cues. You're just reprogramming messaging that you're giving to your nervous system. We're kind of like consciously taking over the nervous system, if you will, right? So here's why this is so important. Because what trauma does and what a lot of like overwhelm and stress, especially when we're enduring something for an extended period of time, it has a way of keeping our nervous system hostage. And we're trying to, the purpose of this practice is to help free the nervous system from those ruminating thoughts, from those repetitive, unhelpful, kind of self-deprecating, kind of all those kind of, thoughts that don't really help us. It only keeps us more distracted, or it makes us feel even more, agitated, or makes us feel more like low and lethargic and just like, depressed. And so we want to kind of free ourselves from that kind of messaging and infuse it with the kind of messaging that really helps us feel better, that perhaps helps us feel more stable, helps us feel more joy, it brings in greater sense of stability and strength and vibrancy, whatever it is that you're needing. You're going to notice there's a pattern in how I infuse the verbal cues. First few times, I may name the problem. Okay, like even though I feel stressed, ... right? Then I'm going to infuse it with what I really want my nervous system to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You're going to do the same points. But now I'm going to focus on the verbal cues. So, even though I feel stressed and pent up, I am okay. I know what it takes to make myself feel better. I am okay. Even though I feel really scared and I feel really confused, I am going to create solutions. I am going to tap into my wisdom because I know I can do that. I love myself and I love life and I love my wisdom and I'm going to create solutions. No matter what's happening, I know I love myself and I accept myself. I accept my wisdom. I'm going to tap into my wisdom. So take a moment here just to sit with the effect of your practice, the effect of your emotional acupuncture tapping. And just notice what you notice. Feel what you feel. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath cycle. Notice sensations that might be feeling like tingly, buzzy, pulsation maybe. Just allow yourself to become still in this moment. As you take a couple more long breaths. So that's what the practice is. That's all. I invite you to do this a couple of times a day at least, or maybe in the morning, maybe at night, maybe in between your transitions as you're going from one thing to another. I know that it has a way of discharging the tension from your system and then infusing in some reinforcement and some encouragement. You can change the verbal cues according to what you need to remind yourself of. So it's your choice, whatever those cues are. I invite you to make this your own practice. Okay. So thank you for joining me. Lovely having you all. If you want to learn more or be in touch with me, then find me on Instagram at Sonali Wellness, SONALIWELLNESS. Thank you.